The good habits only, please. Okay, thank you. There's nothing, absolutely nothing that I know of that is of value that comes without the keyword being consistent. Now, you are also ordained and auctioned to give value to this world. What's up? And welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to actually dissect some habits that can help you maximize your potential and become the best version of yourself. Ultimately, change your life forever. Let's go! Boy, first things first, I want you to go through some of your habits on a day-to-day, some of the habits, and just analyze the systems that you have in place for a change of your life in general. Just see what your habits are on a day-to-day. Are you lounging so much? Are you eating popcorn on the couch so much? Are you neglecting your health? Are you eating healthy 100% of the time, 70%, 50, 20? Just kind of analyze the habits that you have on a day-to-day basis. That's just like I want you to sit down and do is to ask yourself, what are you doing with your time? We have 24 hours in a day, and I feel like one of the things that you can never get back is time. So I want you to be very intentional about how you spend your time. I feel like if you can schedule your time, and that's why productivity videos you might see on YouTube are doing so well, because we've all found out that the secret is in your time, right? Some of us are going to end up being wealthy, rich, but it's going to take some people longer than others, only because some people have not mastered the act of scheduling their time, planning their time ahead. All the successful people that we know, I know you've heard this before, have the same 24 hours, maximizing that time to become great, because we are probably same age, no competition, but sometimes you need to have that heart-to-heart talk, right? And I believe that some of us need this particular talk. You have 24 hours a day. I completely believe that we all have a purpose. We're all created to give value, not just consume content and consume value. You are also ordained and auctioned to give value to this world. There's something that you have that you're hoarding that you're not giving out. So let's change that, right? So we are going to start planning our daily schedule. You're going to think of some of the successful people that you know, some of the billionaires, some of your icons, your favorite influencers, some of the people that you feel like this is my definition of success. You want to become them. We're going to imitate them. That's our secret today. We're going to act like whoever it is that you think is a great person. Okay, let me see someone on YouTube that I look up to, maybe a Jackie Aina, right? We're going to say, okay, how does she schedule her day? What does she spend the most time doing? She's an entrepreneur, she's a content creator, she's on TikTok, she's on Instagram, she's on YouTube. Even if she has an editor, I believe she doesn't spend most of her time consuming content, right? So you're going to think of, oh, Oprah, whoever it is that is a great person to you. Some of the best athletes. I love athletes a lot. I feel like they spend most of their time training, right? So how are they able to schedule their time? I don't believe that they are lounging like 4 hours in a day in front of the TV watching content. And don't forget that they say those that make the news rarely watch the news, right? It struck me. I was like, there's how you get so absorbed in wanting to make a change and an impact that you really have time to create, to watch and consume content and be watching every bad news. Why? Because you are too busy trying to make sure that the little knowledge you have, you're trying to dish it out. So we're going to be very particular with the habits. Now I'm talking to you like someone who wants to become someone of value, a person of impact in the society. So we're going to really focus on our habits this year. You're going to be very intentional in just observing yourself on a day-to-day basis for like 2 to 3 days. Look at your habits, right? And you're going to set some timers. Just take a look at the timer. Just be like, okay, how long have I been watching this TV for? Now think of that successful person and begin to manifest and just show up as that person. How do you think that person goes on a day-to-day with their life? Do you think Beyonce is sitting on the couch watching other videos, dancing? Do you think she's spending so much time in the club, drinking? What do you think? Do you think she's eating unhealthy half the time? What do you think they're spending so much time doing? Do they wake up? What activities do they indulge themselves in? Are they going out to get some sports? Are they being more physical, more athletic? What do you envision yourself as that successful person, or at the peak of whatever it is that you're trying to achieve? If you envision yourself as that person, now those habits that you believe they perform, start applying those particular habits to your lifestyle. Those habits, come on now. Those habits that you think those successful people are applying, how you think they show up, the time they wake up, the activities they get themselves involved with. Now I need you to start implementing those habits into your life. The next thing that I want you to do is start researching. I need you to start getting knowledge of that particular area of your life that you feel that you want to become successful at. Is it your finances? I need you to start getting more, listen to more podcasts while you're working out, while you're reading, you know, even before you go to bed. Try to listen to podcasts. If you feel like, oh, I'm tired of reading, okay, listen to podcasts, listen to audiobooks, read books, get knowledge. You could also get, since you would love to watch the TV so much, you could watch some documentaries of successful people, watch videos, consume that kind of inspiring content is what I'm trying to say. So the next thing I want to talk about is to walk with God. Now I know most of people are going to click out, you know, but it's priority to me. That's what I feel. I feel like you have to have some sort of a bigger person other than you, right? That also holds you accountable, and you know that it's the force that can propel you to where you need to get to. And I believe that that's why walking with God is so important. In order for you to get like clarity of what your purpose is, you need to walk with God, right? It's very, very important to prioritize walking with God, because then you hear from God, you get clear direction. Trust me, majority of the business owners that you know, entrepreneurs, they walk with God, because you're going to face challenges. I think people just think life is just so straightforward that you're never going to face challenges, and that's where walking with God's going to tell you the next step when you are in that tight spot, right? It's going to give you clarity what to do, what next to do, what's my next actionable step. So that's why I think walking with God is priority. It's time to take action. Now it's time to take action and be consistent. I need you to be consistent with the habits. I need you to be consistent with consuming information, getting knowledge that's going to propel you to the success that you need to achieve. There's nothing, absolutely nothing that I know of that is of value that comes without the keyword being consistent. Now, I think that most of the people that you are successful are not the most talented, but what I think is that they keep showing up consistently. That is one of the things that I've grown to understand in my years of being here on earth, and that's another video for another day. Things that I've learned so far, I'm going to be sharing that in another video. Kindly look out for that. But I want to tell you that in anything that you're doing, just try, let that be your keyword today. If you don't have a word for the year, let consistency be your watchword. Whatever it is that you're doing, the good habits only the good habits only, please. Okay, thank you. Right, whatever is that habit that you're doing, let consistency be your keyword. I need you to be consistent in showing up for your best self, the best version of yourself. All right, take action, and that action being consistent. Now the final thing that I want to talk about is journaling. I need to journal. Now the Bible says write the vision, make it clear, make it plain, right? I need you to write a vision board. I need to create a vision board. By now you already know, you heard, this is like your umpteenth time of hearing create a vision board, right? So I'm not going to go into the details. Let me know if you want me to show you how I made my vision board. I could definitely put you another, pretty easy. You could use Canva, but I need to create a vision board, right? Other than creating a vision board, I need you to also learn to journal. Just kind of journal the things that you're grateful for at the end of the day. I definitely love that. But I also want you to journal some of the activities that you involved yourself in. Just kind of self-reflect almost every day, and please prioritize doing it every day, because by the end of the next day you probably forgotten a couple of details. So it's important to take journal that day, and just kind of journal what your activities were, your schedule, and areas that you feel like you want to look forward to improving on, maybe for the next day, right? It's just a way to just trick your mind. And researchers have said when you put pen to paper, you tend to memorize that and get some more information and clarity of mind when you put pen to paper, as opposed to maybe just typing it down on your phone. But at least, instead of not doing it at all, you could also open, you know, a journal on your phone and journal. But I always love to just put pen to paper and write it down. So those are some of the habits that I feel like are going to change your life forever. Let me know what habits that you feel that you implement and have been life-changing for you. I mean, this is social media, we're here to interact. Leave me a comment in the comment section. And I don't think I said it earlier, but if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please kindly indulge me and subscribe. And don't forget to like this video, share if you think you got any value in it, or just leave me a comment as to, you know, what area you feel like I should have, you know, mentioned that have helped you. You know, be kind, be polite, and I'll see you in my next one. Oh yeah. Oops. Yay.
Pronto. We all look stunning. On Kemi.